This is the tree of wealth. Everyone has one, and everyone's tree is different. On this tree are fruits. The fruits on your tree of wealth are the hopeful fruits of your labor, what you want to see happen in your life. And this starts with thinking about your goals. If you're like most people, the fruits on your tree, while very nice, could always be better. There could be more of them. They could be a different color or tastier. The big question is, how do you go about changing the fruits on your tree of wealth? Almost everyone realizes in some way or other that what you see above the ground is a result of what's going on underneath the ground. We'll examine the three most common approaches. They are products, planning, and a new approach, what we call wellness. The oldest way to address personal finance issues is through product application. You talk to a financial salesperson who says, hey, you have a problem and we have the perfect product to address your problem. So he sells you that product and it's designed to change the fruits on your tree. This is like buying a bag of fertilizer for your tree of wealth. And sometimes it works perfectly and the fertilizer is exactly what you need. But more often, it's just a bag of crap and the way the fruits change is, well, not what you would expect or want. As a result, the success rate for financial products is only about 15%. This is because, like drugs in healthcare, which only treat symptoms, products don't solve problems. Financial planning is pitched as a better way than product sales. The financial planner knows that products don't solve problems and agrees that results start below the surface, but their approach is considerably more direct. They believe that your fruits suck because your roots don't. Fix the roots and you fix the fruits. The roots in this case are all the mechanics of your personal finances. They're your income, your portfolio, and your debt. Because the portfolio piece is the sexiest and most glamorous part of personal finance, most advisors focus their work here. The financial planner approach is better. The success rate for plans is about 1 in 3. But that 33% success rate means 2/3 of plans are collecting dust on a shelf somewhere, paid for but unused. Thanks to the high cost of a traditional plan, that's 33% of a relatively small population as well. And the folks who could most benefit from planning usually can't afford to pay for it. Also, according to the Financial Planner Playbook, one of the first steps is exposing and inspecting these roots to identify problems so they can be fixed, a process which requires a deep dive into your financial data. This step is called discovery, but it feels more like the financial version of a colonoscopy. It's inconvenient, it's uncomfortable, and it's darn right scary. It means being financially naked and exposed in front of someone you don't know very well. Discovery just isn't a whole lot of fun, and it stops most people from ever getting started, so even fewer people who could benefit from a plan get access to one. Which brings us to the wellness model, the wealth health movement, so far about 10 years in the making. We started with where financial planning left off, but then went back and looked at every aspect of the relationship between people, their money, and those who give them financial advice, paid for or not, trying to find something that actually worked. That first step of traditional discovery, the financial colonoscopy, that had to go. Then we thought about the fruits on your tree because those fruits drive everything you do. They are more than just stuff. Really, the fruits on your tree of wealth reflect your quality of life. They're not just your goals, they're also your mission and vision for life, which are driven by your values, those things in life that are most important to you. The fruits on your tree of wealth represent not only what you want to see happen, but more importantly, they are your why. They are the primary driver for behavior. And with that in mind, we could then go back below the surface and figure out what needs to change there to improve your quality of life. The one thing that needs to change the most, the power lever for your quality of life, is your daily decisions. They are what dictate how and when your fruits get to where you want them to be. The reality is that in every case, for every person, you're right where you are as the sum result of all the little seemingly insignificant choices you've made up to this moment. Improve the choices you make every day, and you're going to improve the quality of life both today and in your future. So the real work needs to be done on these choices, the dozens of daily decisions you make every day, not how your portfolio is allocated or the other big financial decisions people may take to a financial professional. Those big decisions are still important, and you should definitely work with a qualified professional on them. But if you don't have the daily choices working right, the big stuff isn't going to work out right either. And you'll end up with fruits that are far different from what you want or expect. The wellness approach, what we call wealth health, is all about your choices. How to make decisions and work with them in a way that feels good without pain, sacrifice, or self-discipline. Be more in alignment with what's most important to you on a daily basis, and make financial decisions every day that give you all the fruits you'd ever want in exactly the right mix on your tree of wealth.